What is going on out there, peeps? Okay, look, again, I want to show you something. We're starting to see a major shift, a major, like a wave of people moving into gold. And I keep pointing these people out to you. Yeah, I always tell you, look at, we have, what is that, Ray Dalios, his Bridgewater company, telling people to only hold about 5% of your portfolio in gold and silver. And his entire portfolio moved to 20%. 20%. Not just physical gold and silver, but also stocks, minor stocks. I talk about them in my stock watch video. See what I'm saying? They do this to you all the time. Warren Buffett, what do you say? Guys, stay away from gold and silver, blah, blah, blah. And then I showed you that they made a huge move into gold. And it's not done. I'm going to show you more here in just a second. But speaking of precious metals, I want to remind everybody once again, if you're here in the United States, and you're thinking about buying precious metals, please give our friends over there at Money Metals Exchange a consideration. The link is in the description. If you follow it and you go to buy $100 or more of precious metals, use promo code Pimpy, Pimpy, and you will get a free half ounce of silver. All right, you guys? So the silver's for you. And so just share these videos. People keep asking me, Pimpy, can I share these videos? Yeah, I mean, on Twitter, there's cool ways to retweet. I'm still learning Twitter. I want to put this out here real quick, that there's a lot of people who are sending me information. I'm still learning how to move around on Twitter. Okay, so every now and then I find something, I'm like, oh, wow, this was a few days ago. I don't want people to think that I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I just, I've not learned how to move around on Twitter yet. So I will get there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. We have Pimpy's Investment Chat. It's the same name as the YouTube channel. In here, we talk about investment opportunities, gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. Okay, no politics in here. Bring your politics over to here, which is the hidden things in front of your eyes. In here, you can't talk about politics, current events, QAnon, conspiracy things. I don't care. This whole group in here is for that. It's to talk about chemtrails. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with it. As a reminder, once again, I do have Twitter, but I want to play this because it's Mega. Is that, sorry, I don't have my glasses on, but it's Dana. It looks like Dana. I might be saying your name wrong, sweetie. I apologize because I don't have my glasses on right now, so I apologize. But she sent me this sweet video. And so I just want to acknowledge that I seen it because there's a lot of stuff that people are sending me, and I've not gone through all of it yet. Okay, so but I do want to just play this for everybody. She's really
Hi,
sweet.
it's Dana again. And
Dana, it is
Dave.
Dana.
We're down here walking on the beach in Minnesota Key, watching the beautiful sunset behind me. I just want to say, you guys need to dream big. Thank you, Pimpy, for making us realize that we can make our dreams come true, but you have to put it into action. That's why we're here.
Yes.
Looking at property and picking out what we want, because you got to know what you want in your dream. So we're down here dreaming. Anyway, I just want to say again, thank you, Pimpy, for opening our eyes to what real money is, not this paper crap that they've been dealing us all these years and ripping us off. You know what? I don't care about that anymore because I know it's all going to be okay. And I want to say thank you again for pointing us in the right direction and giving us some good advice. And I hope you have a great day. Keep it up, Pimpy. We love you. Bye.
And I love you right back. I was right, it is Dana, so I apologize. So look at that was really sweet of her to do this video. I feel I'm really happy for you, and it looks like your husband over there to the side. I'm sorry, I just see you holding hands. So you and your significant other, I just want to say congratulations. I'm really excited about the fact that you guys are chasing your dreams, as all of us should do. We really should. Man, you know that this can't attitude is really draining. You know, when people go, I can't do this, I can't do that. You got to stop making excuses. All right, you really do. So everybody look again, I do have a Twitter. Okay? I do have a Twitter account. And I'm still learning how to go through and do what I need to do, but here we are. Here I am right here, Pimpy. So you guys come join me over there. All right? I just barely opened it not that long ago. But look, I'm going to show you once again, big moves towards gold. So look at this, 16 billion Ohio Police and Fire Pension Fund approval, a 5% allocation for gold. Look at, even now pension funds are wising up. They want to make sure that they are covered. They want to make sure that the people who are retired are protected. So they're moving into gold. So here we go. Ohio's 16 billion police and fire pension fund is following the steps of who? Warren Buffett, the same man who said what? Forget about gold and silver. Stay away from it. Go away from it. And now look at, they're like, wait a minute. If Warren Buffett is going in that direction, then we probably need to too, as all of us should be thinking. And making a big statement about owning gold. It has approved 5% allocation of gold to help diversify the fund's portfolio and to hedge against the risk of inflation, according to Bloomberg. The change was approved as the first step in an ongoing assets review that was presented to the fund board on August 26. So this is only the first step. I have a feeling that you're going to see a lot of these hedge funds, a lot of these pension funds, all moving over into putting at least a minimum of 5% of their savings into gold. But reality, I think it's going to be like we saw with Bridgewater. They tell you 5%, but then we seen they moved 15% into physical gold and another 5% into miners. 20% into gold altogether is what we saw. The fund was following the advice of an investment consultant, Wilshire Associates, in adding the gold allocations according to pensions and investment. Additionally, the fund is planning on adding the gold stake by borrowing. The fund is reportedly increasing its leverage from 20 to 25% to make the change. So they already had 20% and they're adding an additional 5. Do you see what people were doing? Remember when I told you if you have an IRA account, you don't feel safe about moving over into precious metals? That's okay. And I said you should probably consider maybe moving 25 to 30% of it over into physical gold that you hold. All right? You don't have to do the whole thing, but it does leverage you and it does protect you. All right? I wanted to show you this. It goes on to talk about more, and I'll leave the article for this. But look, this is really, seriously, this is just, you can watch what they're doing, not what they're saying. Okay? We know that there's a huge inflation, if not just inflation, but most likely superinflation is coming, which is just going to gobble up the value of your money. So move over into precious metals. This is not even taking into consideration what most of us think is really getting ready to happen, which is a global currency reset. We see this, we watch this, we see the writing on the wall. So when you see this type of movement, all these type of people, hedge funds, pension funds moving into gold, it'll put a bump into the value of gold and silver. It'll put a squeeze on the demand for it. It really would. All right, so this is good because it's going to drive prices up. So keep in mind, this is not even taken into consideration, not even into consideration what we think is going to happen. And that is in October, Trump is going to make an announcement. We all have a feeling to move us into the gold standard, or to at least reevaluate what's going on with the values of gold and silver. I'm just going to play a tiny bit of this Atlantis report. So I told people before, I seen a report on who holds, like entities, funds, governments, who holds the most gold. And it's interesting to find out that Indian women around the world literally hold like 17% of all the mined gold in their jewelry. They own and possess the most amount of gold. So India had put a restriction on the purchases of precious metals. I think it was for 18 months, but it was recently lifted. And what do you think that's doing? It's putting a strain on inventory. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So listen to the first part of this, because I just want you to hear what they have to say.
People in India adore gold. Newlywed brides are given enough jewelry to break their necks. Peasants store their pitiful savings in trinkets. Wise guys sport rings like knuckle dusters, and tycoons with broken balance sheets offer gold at temples in return for redemption. Even as economists and officials beg them not to, Indians splurge on the shiny metal. Nobody around the world more than the Indians understands that gold tends to store value, and that in the end, gold is money.
Do you hear what it said? It said they still move into purchasing gold despite what the economists tell them. That's the same thing as here. Economists keep telling us that everything is just fine. Don't worry about it. You guys are good. It's not necessary to move into precious metals, as they turn around and then advise their investors to move into precious metals. Watch what they do, not what they say.
Gold is not just a luxury in India. Even poor people buy gold. When rural Indians have money in their pockets, they buy gold.
See what I'm saying? Remember, I kept telling you guys, there's people out there telling us all the time, Pimpy, I don't have the money. You need to find a way. Find a way. It doesn't have to be gold. Move into silver. All right? Find a way. Collect aluminum cans, yard sales. Do something. You know what I mean? I told you a story, several stories of people. One that quit vaping and used that money to buy, you know what I mean, stack silver. One person took a second job. I understand if you're tired, if you have your busy schedule. The point is, find a way. There's always a way to get your hands on something. This is what this is talking about. Even so-called peasants, people don't have any money, are finding a way.
Indians buy gold for a variety of reasons, such as for its auspicious sentiment, as an investment. Gold continues to command long-term value, a tag for being a safe haven, hedge against inflation, asset allocation, etc. Gold also carries a high perceived value and a high emotional quotient. It reinforces the closeness of relationships. Gold coins in smaller denominations are also considered apt for corporate gifting and rewards for contests or for commemorative giveaways. In 2019, India imported more gold than any other country.
In 2019, look at this, they imported 831 tons, or 1/5 of the global supply. What do they know that we don't know? It doesn't make a difference what they know that we don't know. What we do is we see what they do, and then we copy what they do. Do you see what I'm saying?
About 831 tons, or a fifth of global annual supply.
And remember, last April, what did we do here in the United States? We broke a record. And what was that record? The United States brought in 111 tons of gold. That's what they bought. Do you see what countries are doing? Why do you think they're making such a huge push towards precious metals?
That is the same amount that sits in the central bank vaults of Switzerland. Indian families are sitting on the world's biggest private stash of gold, and are rushing to borrow against their jewelry as the precious metal rallies to records, and the coronavirus pandemic fuels an economic downturn. Financial firms and banks are using that demand to lure more customers from pawnbrokers and money lenders. Collectively, Indian households own an estimated 25,000 tons of gold.
Whew! I was lying. I told you I read a report. The Indian women are the owners, are the holders of the most amount of gold around the world. Look at that. Collectively, Indian households, 25,000 tons. All right, you guys, I just wanted to show you because I just want you guys to keep feeling good about your choices to invest into precious metals. Now, I know we're talking about gold, and a lot of you cannot afford gold, so I cannot stress this enough. That's okay. Go to the poor man's gold. Go to silver. And what do we see in the markets? We've seen it take a dip, a pretty good little drop. And what did I say? We buy on a dip, we buy on the drop. You never sell on a dip. We never panic. You always buy on the dip and drop. And then it started to make a recovery over the weekend, and I mean a pretty decent recovery. Haven't looked at it quite yet this morning, but let's take a peek at it really super quick. But the point is this, that is, again, it's going to rebound, and it's going to continue to climb. We were close to the record again. I think this weekend we were pretty close to about $2,000 an ounce, and I think silver was over $28 an ounce. So again, that's what I'm looking for. This is what I'm saying to you. That's why we never panic whenever the market does a dip or a drop. Never, never, ever panic. I showed everybody an article the other day that showed you what happened when the market was at $50 an ounce for silver. All of a sudden, magically, it dropped down to less than $10 an ounce. And Warren Buffett came in and bought all the silver that people sold. He was smart. Over time, by the time he got around to reselling it, Look at that. We're almost at 2,000 again. Silver above 28. I told you it's going to rebound. Have faith. Be strong. Be strong, Luke. Never mind. Anyway, so got sidetracked. So anyways, all right, have faith in your precious metals, you guys. Again, it's good. Don't panic. Hang tight. What I always say, it's like riding bodacious, man. We got this. We are in 6.5 seconds of an 8-second ride. Spurs up, hand back, leaning way back. All we got to do is hang on. Hang on for another 1.5, and we will be the people who rode the unrideable. All right? And yeah, I told you guys that cryptocurrencies were starting to run again. There's a small correction going on, but there is one cryptocurrency that has not gone back. Even when all these were turning red and there was a correction, like you're seeing here, there was one cryptocurrency that did not turn red the whole time. Ethereum, I told you, Ethereum has a lot of projects. The biggest thing holding back Ethereum was the fact that scalability was an issue. Thanks to Polkadot, that's no longer an issue. So Chainlink and Ethereum is where I got all my money in when it comes to cryptocurrencies at the moment. In case you want to buy cryptocurrencies, the link is in the description. I just wanted to share this information with you guys because it's important. I want you to feel good about what you're doing and the decisions you're making. Look at this. Now we're seeing pension funds, Warren Buffett, Ray Dalio, Bridgewater. You know what I mean? These people are all moving. They tell you 5%, but they're actually moving 15 to 20%. That's what you should be doing, in my opinion. All right, you guys, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel. And to those people that do things like this, you know, the lady and her husband, really sweet. They made me a video. And I want you to know that I really appreciate when you guys do that. I tried to find them. I'm not always good at this because I'm new to Twitter, but I appreciate the kind words. I really do. Thank you so much for all that. But again, you guys can catch me over here on Twitter. Here I am. All right, you guys. So come check me out over there. The link is in the description. All right. I'll catch you later.